Hi and welcome to another video. Today I want to show you a new update on my website. So as you knew from my previous videos, I've created my own website where you can find some information, projects and a contact to me. So what I did new is the tools page. On this page you can find helpful tools that I use myself or created myself. So for example, I have select text and Colorzilla, which are pretty useful for everyday coding or just simply if you want to copy some text from a video or you just want to know which color this background has, for example, you can use this one. And yeah, if there is this marker external, then it leads you to another website. So for example, the homepage of select text or for Colorzilla. If there is no external marker, then it's my own project that I created myself and it's internal, so you just can click on it. If you go to tools, click on QR code generator, then you can create your own QR code. So here we can test this out. We just write this is a test and we create a QR code. Now we have the QR code for this text. So if you scan this QR code, you're gonna get this text. And also if you want, you can download. So now just like that, press download, it downloads this. The file name is QR-code. So you can get your own QR code and download it to your page, to your computer and use it. Right, now I want to show you how I coded it. And yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Visual Studio Code. Okay, I'm in Visual Studio Code, my code editor for web coding, I would say. And here you can see my file for the QR code page and some CSS on the right. But what I wanted to show you first is I reconstructed my file layout. So I put all the images inside of this folder. I put all the tools inside of this tools. And these are my main pages. So the main pages I have on the outside as well as the main style file, and on this subfolder I have my QR code and the style file for the tools. Okay, now onto the QR code page. It's a pretty straightforward. So this part up here, well, this part I would say is the same as everywhere else. It's just the navbar, so the navigation. It's pretty straightforward. Just had to change up the paths here so that I can still reach my other pages. Then in the head I changed something up. I had to import jQuery as well as a library for the QR code creation. So I didn't code all the stuff so I didn't create the QR code totally by myself because I don't know how to create a QR code. So the techniques behind a QR code, I don't know how to code it and how to create it, but I know how to use this library and that's what I did. So there are a lot of libraries. I just used this one. You feel free to use any other library. I don't know if there is a big difference between any of those. Okay, then down here I have my container for just what you see on the web page. I have a simple difference between the left side and the right side. On the right side there will, as you saw before, there is the QR code itself and a download button, and on the left side we saw the input field for text and a submit button. What I wanted to do here is I wanted to have an input for a file where you can upload a image, for example, and transform it into a QR code. But I'm not sure if this works with the QR code library that I'm currently using. If I manage to figure out how it works, I'm gonna show it in another video. But until then, there will be no way to create a QR code out of an image in my tool. Okay. But this here is the interesting part, I guess. It's JavaScript for all those who don't know. I just used JavaScript to create my QR code, load the created QR code into my HTML, and also make the download button appear, which can then be used to download the image. So what I first did is I embedded or I encapsulated everything inside of a event listener for my button, for this submit button. Inside of there, I'm just getting the input text value. Then I check, okay, if the text is there, I'm gonna create the QR code. If it's not there, I'm just gonna put out an alert which says you have to provide an input. If you provided some text, then we go on with the creation. We just set back our text. I had this placeholder text. Here will be your QR code. I just reset this. I also reset, if there is a button, I reset the button part as well. So you can click multiple times on submit and still there are no multiple download buttons. Then what I did is created the QR code. This is just, I'm gonna use the class QR code out of this library I imported in my head part, and just print it out basically into my QR output div, which I created up here, where before this text was inside. Here are some information or some configurations I could do to my QR code. Right, after creating the QR code, I just create my button, place the button inside of this div up here. Then I have to do this download thing, which is basically just a link. So I created a link inside of my button, which has the attribute download, and I'm just giving him this download button here, my QR code image. And yeah, after that, I'm just gonna set a timeout. So I just wait a little bit until the QR code is created, and after that you just set the source of my image to the QR code. And that's basically how I created this QR code tool on my website. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you could learn a little bit about how to create your own web QR code tool. If so, you can create your own. Also, if you want, you can use mine. It's on my website. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. And yeah, see you next week. Bye.